everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. There is some drama brewing between the UK pop group Little Mix and their former bandmate Jesy Nelson. Also, Nicki Minaj came out and defended Jesy, and she took shots at one of the members from Little Mix named Leigh Anne. Now, I'm going to kind of break down this whole story. For those who don't know who Jesy is, Jesy used to be a part of this girl group called Little Mix, and she recently went solo, and now she has a new single out with Nicki Minaj called Boys. And her new single is doing pretty well, but her former group members don't seem to be too happy about it. In fact, some of the fans noticed that all of the singers from the group unfollowed Jesy on Instagram. But it's being alleged that they actually didn't unfollow her, they were blocked by Jesy. Now, if you all watched my last video, I actually broke down this whole story about how Jesy Nelson left her group Little Mix, and I would suggest that you all watch it if you want to get more of a backstory on the group. But Jesy did claim that she initially left the group because it was affecting her mental health, but I kind of suspected that was only part of the reason why she left. I think another reason why she left is because she wanted to go solo. She was tired of being compared to the other girls in the group, and she just wanted to stand on her own. And I don't think there's anything wrong with Jesy wanting to do her own thing, but I did have an issue with the way she departed from her group. She cut off all communication with them. She stopped talking to them, and she unfollowed them. It was even rumored that she blocked them. In fact, this TikToker exposed some DMs that he allegedly got from one of the group members, Leigh Anne, and Leigh Anne allegedly DM'd him this: "She blocked us, cut us off, horrible person." So from the looks of it, Jesy is clearly not fooling with her former group members at all. And it's unfortunate because she was actually best friends with these girls. And when she decided to leave the group, her group members Jade, Leigh Anne, and Perry were very supportive of her because they thought she was leaving to focus on her mental health. But I don't think they knew that Jesy was going to go solo. I don't think they saw that coming at all. And now that she has come out and dropped her new single, the girls are not feeling it. They're not feeling it. And some people might say, oh, they're just jealous that Jesy is doing well without them. But no, I think they were blindsided and they were very hurt that Jesy cut them off. And even after Jesy cut them off, she's still using their name to promote herself. So the girls aren't feeling her. They're just not feeling her. And one of the members, Perry Edwards, even unfollowed everybody from their team who started working with Jesy, which included the makeup artist, their manager, and their choreographer. Also, one of the other members named Leigh Anne is not happy with Jesy's video either. In fact, when Jesy dropped her video, Leigh Anne reposted this speech on her IG story of Amanda Seales saying this at the BET Social Awards.
"Pride in our power, strength in our strides, you can attempt to imitate, but soul you cannot buy."
Leigh Anne also liked this video of this social commentator Jesy Mills, who specifically called out Jesy.
Jesy looks basically the same complexion as Nicki. Understand there are white women now trying to appear racially ambiguous because they understand the benefit of appearing like that.
Leigh Anne not only liked this post, but she also allegedly DM'd a fan and told them to call out Jesy. Now, this TikToker named No Hun, who is a huge Little Mix fan, wanted to post a dance video to Jesy's new song, Boys. Leigh Anne allegedly DM'd him and told him no. He said, "OMG, Leigh Anne, we're all okay." She said, "Do a video about her being a blackfish instead." And then she allegedly said that Jesy blocked her and her group, and also Jesy is quote unquote a horrible person. Now, I understand that Leigh Anne is emotional about this whole situation. Everyone in Little Mix is in their feelings over this, and I get it. But I don't think Leigh Anne should have DM'd this TikToker. If she DM'd him at all, I'm just going to assume that this is all alleged. But if she actually DM'd him, I don't think she should have done that because it does make her look a certain way, and people can spin narratives and claim that she's just being a hater and being jealous. It's just not the professional thing to do, so I don't think she should have done that. But I do understand that she probably feels a way about the video itself. There has been a lot of conversation about Jesy being a quote unquote blackfish. And this whole conversation does not surprise me because I knew this was going to happen. When I first saw her video for Boys, I knew it was going to be met with some controversy because Jesy is a British white woman who's rebranding herself as an urban artist and making herself look racially ambiguous and perpetuating black stereotypes and using the black aesthetic for cool points. And that's not going to sit well with some people. It's not. Now, on the flip side, I do understand that Jesy is highly influenced by the black culture, and she did admit in her recent interview with Vulture that she actually loves black culture and black music, and that's what she grew up on. And I don't see anything wrong with her being influenced, but she has to be mindful of how she presents herself. You don't see artists like JoJo doing what Jesy is doing. JoJo is a great R&B artist, but she's not pretending to be something she's not. She's not cosplaying as a woman of color for cool points, and she has enough respect for the culture to not do that. Jesy, on the other hand, is doing way too much. And she's very tone deaf and unaware, which is why she's getting the backlash she's getting. And hopefully the backlash can force her to reconsider how she's branding herself. Because I think Jesy is talented, but people are going to overlook her talent if she continues to do what she's doing. Now let me switch gears back to Leigh Anne. When it came out that Leigh Anne was allegedly DMing this TikToker, the word got back to Jesy and Nicki Minaj, and Nicki defended Jesy and she took shots at Leigh Anne. This is what she said.
As soon as people can't get a bag with you, they tend to want to stop your bag. If I was rocking with you for 10 years and there was something so horrible about you, and I kept on doing business with you and getting money with you and shit like that for 10 years. And then as soon as we part ways, I'm like texting people, telling people to bring shit up negative about you. Immediately, that person has to wear a big red clown nose and a pair of big red fucking clown boots because you're a fucking clown. When people part ways, go about your business. I've seen so many people utilize situations when it, when they felt it was beneficial to them. Certain people, you might be black and white mixed, and now you're attempting to be, black this, black that, but you may not have been doing it 8, 7, 6, 5 years ago, but now it's convenient. If you was in this woman's group and you ain't talk about this shit for 10 years, and as soon as you see she got a video come out with Nicki Minaj and Puffy, now you sending the stations text messages and all this shit. Print them text messages out. Bust your ass open and shove it up your motherfucking ass. Okay? If you want a solo career, baby girl, just say that. You can go out and put your own music. We're going to support you and love you. That's it. You don't have to attack someone else. If that's how you felt, why would you keep keying with her and being in the videos with her for 10 years?
So that's what Nicki had to say in response to Leigh Anne. Now, I understand that Nicki has a record with Jesy and she feels the need to defend her, but it didn't sit right with me to see her go so hard at Leigh Anne, especially since Leigh Anne and her other group members defended Nicki when Nicki and Cardi were going at it on social media a few years ago. So for her to call Leigh Anne a clown was just unnecessary. It was unnecessary and it was wrong in my opinion. I didn't like that at all. And don't get me wrong, I don't agree with Leigh Anne allegedly DMing people and telling them to call out Jesy. I don't agree with that, and I think that's unnecessary too. But Leigh Anne is justified in feeling offended by Jesy's obvious ethnic fishing. And yeah, she was quiet about it for a long time, longer than she should have been, but she did eventually call Jesy out.
Like you said, I was in a group with 2 women of colour for 9 years, and it was never brought up to me up until the last music video that I did with them, when she messaged me and said, Jesy, I just want to make you aware that
she even what.
So as you could hear, Jesy did admit that Leigh Anne made her aware of her blackfishing. And some people may be watching this and they may say, what's the big deal? Why is this an issue? And I will say this, how a person chooses to look and dress is honestly their business, and they can look however they want to look. But when you look at a bigger scale, when you look at the industry, you could see that there is a clear agenda to erase Black artists from being the face of their own music and their own culture. You have white artists like Jesy and others who can easily be successful making soul music, and they could wear the Black aesthetic like a costume and be praised for it. But on the flip side, you have actual Black women who won't get the same promotion or the same praise as these non-Black artists who are emulating them. Leigh Anne actually did a whole documentary on this called Race, Pop, and Power. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It covers a lot of things from colorism to racism. But it also talked about how Black women in the UK have to struggle. They have a hard time breaking through in the mainstream market. A lot of them have felt like they've had to tone down their Blackness and whitewash their music sound to be accepted. But on the flip side, you have white and other non-Black pop stars who are being promoted and celebrated for emulating aspects of Black culture and emulating Black women. And it just comes to show that people love the Black culture, but they just don't like the Black people behind it.
My reality was feeling lonely while touring to predominantly white countries. I sing to fans who don't see me or hear me or cheer me on. My reality is feeling anxious before fan events and signings because I always feel like I'm the least favoured. My reality is constantly feeling like I have to work 10 times harder and longer to mark my place in the group because my talent alone isn't enough.
I got told when I first won the X Factor at 19, I got told, right, because you're Black, you are going to have to work 10 times harder than a white artist because of the colour of your skin. You can't have braids, you can't have an afro, you can't have anything that basically is my identity. You have to have hair, for example, that appeals to white people so people can understand you better. And that was quite hard to digest. I got told to bleach my skin.
One thing that's like actually comes to my head right now is being told to bleach my skin. Being told that I'm too dark to be in the industry. I'm going cold talking about it because I really actually don't like talking about it. You need to bleach your skin because you won't sell any records. You know, they took my confidence away so much that I couldn't be me.
The clips I just played are just a few examples of the many different experiences that Black artists have to deal with in the music industry. It's tough out there, but like I said, people would rather support a non-Black artist who will use aspects of Black culture, but they won't support an actual Black artist, especially a dark-skinned Black female artist. It's pretty sad, honestly, but anyway, tell me what y'all think about this whole mess down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.